Good morning, everyone. Greetings and salutations from the stars. How are you this wonderful Friday morning? Uh, I'm pretty happy it's Friday because that means the weekend's right, just a few hours away for me. So I hope everyone had a great day yesterday, great night. Excited to talk about some more Lions stuff today. I put there, State of the Lions because I just kind of want to run down what we're going to be doing, what you think the season's going to look like. What do you think? The players that are going to stand out the most. I think that's a big one for me. That's why I put St. Brown out there. I haven't really talked to him about him a lot this week. And you know what? Whatever else you want to talk about today, let's do it. I think there's plenty to talk about, and we're gonna have fun. And F it is Friday, right? So before I start that, make sure if y'all want some Do Crew goods, go to lionstalklive.com. That's a big I know a lot of y'all are designing stuff and making stuff for Dan, so I thought that would be cool to maybe hook him up with some stuff while he's on vacation. He's out there in Iceland, probably spending all his Do Crew money. So show him some love, get on there. Of course, obviously, if you haven't yet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for all you new people, and we'll keep talking about that as we go through the show. Again, I'm your substitute, Tony Lobretto, and let's get rolling a little bit. So, what do you guys think is going to be? What do you think this season is going to look like? I know everyone says Super Bowl or bust and everything like that, and that's what I want is the Super Bowl. But what do you think it's going to take to get there? We've got a pretty strong division this year, stronger than last year, I believe for sure. Green Bay, kind of coming out of nowhere, but other than that, and Chicago kind of did a number to us once or twice. But what do you guys think about? How the season's going to turn out for us. Where do you think there could be a lull in the road? Maybe we hit a roadblock, maybe get a loss or two in a row. Or do you think we're just, going to run the table? And what players do you think are going to have, maybe the season of the, like St. Brown, is he going to be the best wide receiver in the league this year? I don't know. Maybe. I hope so. So let's get started. I'm gonna start going through some of these things after I figure out how to turn the ticker back off. There we go. All right. So I hope you all are doing well. Let's get this rolling. I'm gonna start doing some of these, and like I said, put in the comments what you think the state of the Lions is right now. JDC, morning all. Good morning to you, JDC. Bo Booth, good morning, Do Crew. Sun God Rising, absolutely. I see Super Bowl. Woo! There we go. The first woo already. Appreciate you, Bo. It's only 7:05 and I'm already wooing. Brent DeWitt, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Brent. Lombardi or bust. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Moonscar Blade, good morning, fellas, and the rest of the incoming Do Crew. What do we want to talk about today? Animals, sure. I got some animal friends laying right next to me right now. They don't leave my side much. So whatever you want to talk about, F it Friday, right? That's what I said. Rocky M, good morning, all Lions. Good morning to you. All Lions are in good hands for right now. So slowly starting to get away from that SOL feeling. Right on. But a Super Bowl will cure that. Woo! Absolutely, Rocky. I hear you loud and clear there. I think I think that's what everyone wants, and I don't remember the last time we were saying Super Bowl or bust, right? So ever, I mean, in the Super Bowl era, especially. Silver Surfer, good morning, Sarge, and everyone else. Good morning to you, Silver Surfer. Appreciate you being here. Hope you do. Morning, Sarge, and the Do Crew. Woo! One pride. All right. Good morning to you too. Bo Booth, we are in the house of the rising sun god. Absolutely. This is going to be his it's not breakout year. He's already been there, but he's going to be. I think he's at the end of this season. People are going to be saying he's the best wide receiver in the league. That's what I think. He's already what, top 5. And don't forget your coffee this morning. I got my good buddy John Wayne with me this morning, so you know, gotta have that coffee. Gotta have that coffee. Mile marker 301. Good morning, all. Power been out here for over 12 hours after the storm yesterday. Well, I hope you're all right. I hope you're good. Using backup power supply to listen to you, Sarge. I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate it. Hope everything gets better for you. I hope there's not any damage or anything around your house. All right, Bo Booth, I'm already down in New Orleans. Woo, that'll be a party, wouldn't it? Man, haven't been there in many years, many years. Broski Bear, Lions will regress this season. I appreciate you saying that, Broski Bear. I wouldn't expect anything less. I hope you're having a great morning. Hope you do. Damn, mile marker, that stinks. Right on. It does. That's tough, man. Like I said, I hope everything is good. I hope your home's okay. I hope all your family or whatever is okay. Uncle Bud's one. Are Sorsdahl and Mahogany the future of the offensive line? I mean, maybe. So I think Sorsdahl, I've read that they've been pretty much just using him at tackle right now, and he played his whole career at guard at William and Mary. But maybe, I mean, we can't keep the line that we have forever, right? So, and man, it would be cool if Mahogany could step up because our guards are still on 1-year deals. Maybe Sorsdahl does slide back to guard. Decker, I've talked about it before. I think Taylor Decker is great, and I hope he retires as a Lion, but that could be soon too. You never know. Obviously, Sewell's going to be around for extended period of time since he signed that extension. Ragnow, I feel like he's just kind of dated, or not day to day, year to year. So they might be. I don't know much about Mahogany yet. Obviously they just did their camp or whatever, but obviously I think the reviews on him have been fairly good right now, but it's still super early. He's probably what Sorsdahl was last year, but Sorsdahl actually got some starts last year. So I think they think highly of the guy. So if he does, where's he going to play? Is he going to play tackle or guard though? If he does become a starter, obviously he's not going to be swapping back and forth. Like I said, I think they've been playing him mostly at tackle, at least in minicamp they did. Broski, Thanksgiving will be a blast. Family food, Bears maul the Lions, and no. I think it's going to be the other way around this year. But Thanksgiving will be a blast with family and food. I will be at Ford Field, so maybe I'll see y'all there. Silver Surfer, and hit the like if you get a chance. It is not a small detail for our coach. Absolutely. Those likes mean a lot, y'all. Let's get them all. As soon as you show up, bam, hit that like button. Even if you don't like me, that's fine. Do it for the coach. Do it for Dano. All right, Don Burr, F the Bears, Detroit versus everybody. Absolutely. Good morning to you, Don Burr. Broski, yes, you are a Bears fan. We get it. Moonscar Blade, Lions are going to give a 5-finger death punch to the rest of the NFC North and go 5-1 in the division. I love it. Love the reference. I've seen them a few times. We talked a little bit about music yesterday. So little backstory, my wife and I, we have 2 dogs. We don't have any kids. So we are dinks, if you will. If you know what that is, put it in the comments. But we do a lot of music festivals and a lot of sporting events. And yes, they will go 5. I think 5-1 in the division is the correct number. Anthony Tottingham, good morning, Dew Crew. Good morning to you, Anthony. Don Burr, Bears one successful season in the last 11 years. It's documented. Google it, right? Absolutely. They keep on drafting these top, first or second pick of the draft quarterbacks or whatever. I don't remember where Fields was drafted, but they don't do much after that, right? Bo Booth, Mile market, it seems that happens a lot in Sheboygan. Every year I was there. Whew. Yeah, we got a little rain down here, but probably not as much as up there. Broski Bear, Dan Campbell, me head coach. Well, that's what everyone wants to think, isn't it? But obviously, he's doing a great job, and I don't think he's a meat head coach if all the players just absolutely would run into battle with him, and he's got that locker room, and they all admire him. They all think he's a player's coach. Obviously, not everyone has to be uh, I don't know how to say, but he's a lot smarter than you think. Maybe he just plays that off so they don't ask him so many questions in interviews. Who knows? Mile marker, thanks Hokadoo. Don Burr, Matt Ebe Flush 2-10 versus NFC North teams. Ooh, that's a record right there. Not great, right? Don Burr, I'm here for all the smoke. Bring it. I think we're gonna have a Friday battle here between Don and Broski. Bo Booth. Oh boy, here we go. Right on. I'm with you there. Mile marker, Bo Booth. Yes, lots of trees and strong winds. I know how you feel, man. The tornado. We had 2 tornadoes go through here last month. If you guys all remember, I don't know if you remember or not, but yeah, we spent some time in the basement that day, and it was kind of freaky. And then afterwards, we didn't go anywhere afterwards because we weren't, there was a lot of rescue crews that needed to be out, so we weren't going to get in their way. But we definitely, my wife has to go the way the tornado went for work, so she stayed at home the next day. And then when she went, it was just total devastation down here. I'm near Portage. If y'all remember the tornado about a month ago, you can still drive down the road and you can still see all the buildings that are boarded up and all the damage done, and all the trees are gone and the lights, and it's crazy still, even a month later. It's going to take a long time to clean up. So I feel you, man. Hokey morning, Anthony. Moonscar Blade, down here in a small town called Matawan, we always joke how the power goes out every time the wind blows. It's always a blowing. Moonscar Blade, I live in Matawan. That's where I live. I go down Texas Corners all the time. Interesting. We're in the same town. Broski Bear. Lions end their 30-year playoff win drought, and everyone is so happy. Happy time is over. I think happy times are just beginning for the Detroit Lions. JDC, Don Burr, and bringing smoke. Right. I'm loving it. Let's keep it going. It's Friday. Let's do crazy. Let's go. 30 years between playoff wins. Pathetic. Yeah. But it's over now. We're talking about the present. The present's the only thing that matters. Yesterday doesn't matter. Last year doesn't matter anymore. All we can do is do what is happening today and plan for the future. There you go. Little wisdom from the Sarge. Don Burr, Goff, 5 playoff wins. Bears 5 playoff wins since 1991. Yeah, there you go. That's a good stat. I like that. Anthony Tottingham. Haters will hate Broski, especially when you know the Lions are the better team. Go wash some dishes or something. They are the better team. They are. It's our time to shine. And that's it. Bo Booth, icy power lines do it. Oh, you're talking about up in Sheboygan area? Yeah. Oh, my light went out. Broski Bear, DJ Moore, greater than Amon-Ra St. Brown. No. I don't think he's better. Especially with a rookie quarterback throwing at him this year, and he's got to share the ball. When you're the only wide receiver on the team, sure, you're going to get the stats, right? Because you're the only one there. But now he's got some competition. They're going to spread the ball around probably more, I assume, even though Keenan Allen's probably only going to play about 4 games before he gets broke for the year, because that's usually how it is. So we'll see, though. We'll see, man. Robert Yankee, greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations back at you, Robert. Happy to have you this morning. Jerome Lewis, morning Dew Crew. Good morning to you, Jerome. I hope you're having a great day. Moonscar Blade, LOL, got that right. Yep, absolutely. Broski Bear, Stafford leaves and wins a Super Bowl, and you're stuck with Goof. I don't know if stuck with is the is the problem there. He just signed a huge extension because he's been that good. Of course, Stafford went to the Rams and got a Super Bowl. That team was stacked. He didn't have to do anything. Don Bird, DJ Moore never had a 10 touchdown season. St. Brown has had multiple. There you go. What do you got next there, Broski? Coming at you today. Moonscar, Broski, Dan Campbell, motivational coach, former player, tougher than Caleb's fingernails. This generation's Bill Cowher. Cowher said so himself. That is a great comparison. I love it. Bill Cowher, I loved his growl. He had some great Steelers teams, and having him say something like that about Dan Campbell is pretty cool. I didn't know he said that. All right, Brent DeWitt, bear meat will be on the table for Thanksgiving. Absolutely, Brent. We got to get up north and I've been putting in in Michigan. I'm sure most of y'all are in Michigan, but some of y'all aren't. You got to put in for a lottery to get a bear hunting license or an elk one. And I've been putting in for both for like 6 years now, and I haven't won yet. So if anyone gets one, maybe talk to me about some stuff. I don't know. JDC, I don't know what that means. Drage, is that, I don't know what that means. Help me out, JDC. But yes, I'm sure they rock. All right. Don Burr, Fields leaves and gets better. He probably will. He probably will. Broski Bear, Rome Odunzi's left is greater than Jameson Bus Williams. Look, I liked watching Rome Odunze in college. He was good. But the competition's a little stiffer now. I mean, really all he had to do was run down the field and catch bounds from Penix, right? Like who can't do that? Anthony Tottenham, Stafford has never beat Goff, idiot. I don't remember if that's true or not. I thought they played the Rams the first year of the trade and the Rams won, but maybe Goff wasn't in that game. But I like your enthusiasm, Anthony. Reader was a bust of a signing from Broski. I don't think so. Don Burr, you won't come with that Bears BS this morning. I'm here early today. Thanks for being here, Don. Thanks for being here. All right. Moonscar Blade, I left my shit shovel at home, getting deep in here early. It is. Anthony Tottenham, Stafford never won a playoff game here. That is correct. Reader and Zeitler, terrible signings, injured quads, amazing. No, neither one of those are bad signings. Tom Rob, pathetic. Man, back and forth. Is this how y'all are do it for Dan? That's fine. I don't care. I'm just having fun. All right. Don Burr, Edmonds 100 million being outplayed by the undrafted free agent Sanborn. Edmonds was a bad pick or a bad signing, I should say. He didn't start with the Bears. Dre's Foge, I don't know, Foge for backup and rookie of the year. Is that a quarterback? What's going on? Who is this guy? Motown Mitch, greetings and salutations, Sergeant Dew crew. Greetings and salutations to you, Motown Mitch. How you doing this morning? Lions rule, Bears drool. Absolutely. Jared Goff is about to win the MVP. Hey, let's talk about it. Stay the Lions, how the season's going to go. Does he got a shot, Jared Goff? Yeah, let's go. I mean, if we're going all out and we're going to win a Super Bowl this year, we need MVP play from the quarterback. I think these definitely, if the season goes how we want it to, right, and that's a Super Bowl win, obviously, then why not? Why not Jared Goff for MVP? We'll see. If his stats are a little bit better than last year, which I think they will be. I think, if he keeps those the INTs down and gets some more touchdowns, and he leads this team to a good regular season record, 12, 13 wins like we talked about, 14 wins maybe. Who knows? If he shows up in big games, that's the biggest one. Doesn't matter if he beats, Arizona or Chicago. It only matters when he plays the 49ers or the Cowboys. Those are the games, and obviously the games that we play in prime time. Those games, he shows up and shows up big. He's going to be in the MVP conversation. Absolutely. Rocky M, everything was fine around here until a bear crapped in the woods again. Since there's a no woo Wednesday, how about a no broski weekdays? I love it. I love it. Bo Booth, been too hot to wear my LTL hoodie lately, right? T-shirt's good to go. Awesome. I love it. I have my hoodie on because I was a little chilly this morning, and there's a vent right behind me. But now that the dog's laying on the vent, I'm a little toasty right now, actually. Dave Smith, this is the team everyone fears to play. I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. There's a lot of truth to that. They know coming into playing the Lions that they're gonna be in for a battle, right? Every team, doesn't matter if they're good or bad. I also read, and y'all probably already talked about this, I don't know, but I'm gonna anyway. If Arizona keeps their dome closed in week 3, we play inside until week 9. Every game is in a dome. So, and that week 9 game is Green Bay. So, they set they set us up for success. The guys that make the schedule. JDC at Moonscore Blade laughing. 9-win season for the Lions. I think they're gonna win more than that, broski. Sorry, man. Motown Mitch, poor broski trying to pretend Pro Bowlers are bad signings, right? It's got to be rough being a Bears fan. I'm sure it is. Broski Bear, St. Brown would have to make a big play to be the best wide receiver. I think he's going to make a lot of big plays. He made a lot of big plays for us last year. What's a big play to you? Tell me that. Don Burr's 6-win season for the Bears. That sounds about right. Don Burr, Bears paid a 32-year-old wide receiver $23 million for one year who can't stay healthy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Keenan Allen's going to get $23 million for about 4 games. Anthony Tottingham, your Locked On Bears podcaster even said Lions the better team and is concerned with D-line and O-line. Also stated hopeful for 7th seed. A 7th seed prayer. LOL. Absolutely. That would be hilarious. Yep, I gotcha. Moonscar Blade, there will be trials and tribulations, but our staff and core players being together now for 3 solid years will get us into the playoffs with winning the division. Absolutely. There will be trials and tribulations. I think, I always say we're going to be a team that we shouldn't in a game. Like, if we just have a terrible game but still win, but we're also going to lose a game that we shouldn't win, that we shouldn't lose. That happens all the team, that happens to most teams, but I hope it doesn't happen because we need, we shouldn't have bad games at this point, but it's going to happen. There's probably going to be a game that we shouldn't lose that we do. And I don't know if that means we just have a terrible game against a bad team, or if that means we're ahead and blow it in the end. But it seems like, that it's always possible because it's, the whole, the phrase any given Sunday, right? So anyone can beat anyone. So they really got to be on their prime playing every week. Coaches got to get ready. The players got to get ready every single week and never take a break, mentally at least, and physically. Big D, Broski needs to go to the Bears chat. Reader was a great sign. We will see him put Caleb on his back. That would be hilarious. I hope it happens. Silver Surfer, Broski says DC is a meathead. I say he is disguised as a meathead. Right. A meathead would kick field goals. Campbell does not show respect when he is stopped on third down. Kick. And he ran the score on Denver. Absolutely. There you go. If you've been watching, which I'm sure y'all have, there's a lot more teams and a lot more coaches that are going for it on third or on fourth down now. I think Dan Campbell really started a trend last year. You saw it in other games, and maybe not. They probably don't go as much on fourth down as Dan does, but there's a trend, and coaches are stopped being such scared little 3 and out coaches like we've seen in the past. I've always in my football watching life, I've always never understood why, if they're around the 50-yard line or inside the opponent's territory, why they were punting it for like net averages of 20 yards or whatever. And I never understood that. So I'm always pro fourth down, and it's proven that it's worked for us. I'm not saying we're making we're getting it. We're not getting first downs every single time, right? But we're doing it enough where it's winning us games, and it's not really losing us games, right? Unless there's one that you all can come up with now that I said that. All right. Mile marker 301. Good morning, Pickles in Winchester. You hear that, buddy? All right. Thank you for that mile marker. They're in their morning nap time already, and it's only 7:28. Motown Mitch, stop it, Don. Quit trying to give that man false hope. Everyone knows Bears are not winning more than 3 games. Right. Oh yeah, Don said 6, right? Yeah. 3 sounds better than 6. I think we all can agree on that. Courtney Nicholson, 4-0 before the break. Right on. I like Mountain Dew and blue Kool-Aid. Woo! Lombardi coming to the D. Good morning, Courtney. Mountain Dew is an afternoon drink for me. It's always coffee in the morning. Love my coffee. Hookadoo, Humpty sat on the wall, and we all sit back and watch the Bears fall. Co-lines. Just make that up. Silver Server, there was no reason to run the score on his friend Peyton and the Broncos. Yeah, probably not, but maybe he just, maybe he told Peyton during the week, I'm going to run the score up if I get ahead of you. Yeah, maybe he knew ahead of time. I don't know. Silver Surfer, not a meathead move. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Don Burr, oh, my fault. LO, 3 wins. JDC, woo woo, coffee. The coffee you drink while listening to LTL. Absolutely. Uncle Buzz 1. My wife in the other room says your woo is better than Dan's. Oh, man. Don't tell him that. All right. Moonscar Blade, Sarge, them dirty coffee cups are stacking up. Well, the good thing is, if you don't wash them, you still get the residue from yesterday's coffee. So I like to just keep using them and then drinking out of them. And who needs to wash them? It's coffee. Coffee cures everything, right? And I do have a lot of different coffee cups. Broski Bear, I'm the broski with the moski. I better ask somebody. I don't think we're going to ask anybody. Rocky M, yes, John Wayne, one of the best actors ever. Yes, he is. I love me some John Wayne. Don Burr, Brosick, getting roasty this morning. Sarge, you're the man. Good stuff this week. Everyone in the chat, have a great weekend. All right, you too, Broski Bear. Take care. Have a good weekend. Anthony Tottenham, I don't know what I'm most excited about, my Laporta jersey or Broski to leave this podcast with their tail between their legs after the Lions sweep the Bears. Who knows? But I'd be excited about Laporta as well. That was one of the jerseys I thought about getting myself. Like I told y'all the other day, I got the Hutch one last year, and my wife wants Gibbs. He's her favorite player. And we talked about maybe getting a Laporta one. But I don't know. I might switch it up. I try to get ones You know, I got a defensive one, so I should get an offensive one. So I might go with St. Brown. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do you think my next one should be? All right. Aha to you, broski. Good job. JDC, likewise, broski. Peace. Motown Mitch, you too, broski. Have a great weekend. You still got all off season to be first in the North. We'll see. F broski. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate you. JDC, work release stud. He's gone, y'all. He's gone. Don Burr, F broski. Robert Yankee, you do realize that broski lives in his mom's basement, is only 4'11" and weighs 311 pounds. Wow. That's a visual right there, Robert. I appreciate that being in my mind now. Thank you. Moonscar Blade, an early happy Father's Day to all my Do Crew fathers. Happy Father's Day for all y'all. In case I don't make it on the weekend, Sarge, you getting up that early? As a matter of fact, I was going to tell y'all I'm probably not doing a show this weekend. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm doing a class tonight in Indiana, so I might not get home till late, and I've got a lot of stuff I need to take care of over the weekend. The class, by the way, I guess in case y'all didn't know, I don't know if I'd mentioned this before, but I'm a certified firearms instructor for USCCA. So I'm doing a women's handgun safety class down in Indiana tonight. So I won't. So it's going to be a long day for me and a long night. So I'm probably not going to be on this weekend. I shouldn't say probably. I won't be on Saturday and Sunday. So this will be my last show with y'all. But I'm having a great time. I'll be back on with Dan, periodically once he comes back. But there won't be any shows this weekend unless Dan decides to do something, I guess. But he's still in Iceland. I don't think he comes back until Sunday. I forget which day he told me, but just so y'all know, definitely no show this weekend, or at least from me. All right, JDC, Lions offense will be the Stormbringer. I like it. Anthony Tottingham, same Moonscar. Moonscar, Sarge going to have Do Crew withdrawals after this week. I am. I've been having a great time this week. Y'all motivated me. Maybe I need to do my own show and have a little fun with it. Obviously, I won't just talk about Lions, though, because Dan does that, and I don't want to, and I'd rather be a guest on his show and talk about the Lions, but I don't know. I might come up with something. We'll figure it out. Mile marker, Dink, dual income, no kids, the good life. Absolutely. You know what it is. That is the good life. We have a lot of fun together. I'll tell you that. Motown Mitch, if that's the case, Bears may sign him and finally have a good defensive tackle. No one could get lower than him. You're talking about Broski, right? At 4'11". Yeah. Anthony Tottingham, I seriously doubt if Bears players run into battle with their head coach more like run to the nail salon. Probably. I wonder if he's going to have like an outing. You know how quarterbacks always take their offensive linemen out to like a steak dinner or something like that. I wonder if he takes them to the nail salon. Courtney Nicholson, 5-1. Who beats us in the NFC North? I'm thinking 6-0 in the North. I mean, I would love to see 6-0. I just feel like we might split with Green Bay, like they winning, each team winning at home. Because Green Bay, there's right now they're still talked about as one of the best teams in the NFC. So we have to, I'm trying to temper my expectations a little bit, but I wouldn't mind 6-0, obviously. So maybe they do. Maybe they hit 6-0. Man, that would be a domination. That would be amazing if they went 6-0. I'm with you, Courtney. I hope they do go 6-0. Don Burr, I sent Broski's ass to detention. Now he knows he can't do his little Lions bashing when I'm here. Awesome. Well, we're glad you're here today then. Anthony Tottingham, Sarge, want to thank you for stepping in. Wonderful job. Thanks, Anthony. I do appreciate you. Anthony, morning hooky doo. Moonscar Blade. I know, Sarge. We met at the Stadium Liquors Live. Oh, that was you. I might want some of those tickets you're selling. All right, we'll talk. It's good meeting you there then. Rocky, mile marker. That's the storm that was just north of me and we could see the clouds and felt some of the winds, but being in the service in Wichita, Kansas, it looked like a tornado spawning clouds. Oh yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Um, Anthony Tottenham, all we can do, or all he can do, all he can hold on to is Lions past, get a grip on not those Lions anymore. Absolutely. They all, everyone still likes to talk about, you know, I'm talking about other fan bases, likes to talk about, the Lions as in the Lions that used to be, but not the Lions that we are now, which, let them cling to that. Just like Ohio State fans still like to say that they beat Michigan, what, like 7, 8 times in a row? Well, those times are over. You always got to go forward. Michigan's won 3 in a row now against them. Moonscar, I'll reach out to you through Dan if that's okay. Yeah, absolutely. Do it. Anthony Tottenham, Moore is nowhere near St. Brown. Another stupid comment, right? Motown Mitch, dang, Sarge, want that coffee cup. The Duke, love it. Yeah, I love this one. I've had this one for a long time, actually. Probably, 15 years or so. I don't know. Something like that. All right. Chuckle Cheese. Morning, Sarge. Morning to you, Chuckles. Good lie. Go Lions. You guys stop hating so early, right? It's exhausting. It's exhausting. All right, mile marker Rocky M. It sounded like a tornado, straight line winds. I once lived in KC, reminded me of near tornado too. Yeah, those are no joke. Goff came into SOL and washed it all away. Absolutely, Bo. Absolutely. The first year Stafford beat Goff. Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure if, I know Goff missed a few games that first year, so I wasn't sure if that's when they played the Rams. Phil, Mahomes never beat Goff. Absolutely, Phil. Absolutely. Good luck, Sarge, on hunting lottery. Right. I will say a prayer. And God has kept me around till Lions win Super Bowl. Woo! Absolutely. I'm so glad he has, because you're going to see it this year. Anthony Tottenham, Reader has his best year after his quad injury. Stupid. Or had his best year, right? Phil, Dan says, here we go. Wait. Isn't that what Dak Prescott says? Ugh. JDC, Sarge, Jared Goff pranked the Ventura College as Drage Foge back in 2018. Okay. All right. I gotcha. Anthony Tottenham, shouldn't you be doing something, broski, like picking up your wife late? Up your wife, you're late. Hence, Drage Foge rocks. I love it. Robert Yankee Broski, let's see if Chicago can protect their quarterback and outcoach our coaches. Not gonna happen. Bo Booth, that's a great video. JDC pranks like his and Eli are hilarious. I remember seeing the Eli one. I guess I have never seen the Goff one. Eli was at Penn State, I believe, right? Motown Mitch, I remember that. JDC, that was good stuff. Back from March 89 to February 90. You could buy a lifetime hunting license that included bear. Wow. Cost like $1,025 back then. My buddy got one. Then he went and married a Bears fan. Oh man, that's a bummer. Yeah, I hope I get one this year, or one or the other. I don't even care. I almost would rather get elk, but just because they're bigger and there's a lot more meat on them, because that's what I like, is obviously eating them. Five Fingers Freddy. Good morning, Sergeant Duke Crew. Good morning to you, Five Fingers Freddy. Good to have you on the show. Appreciate you being here. Anthony Tottenham. Your comments and player comparisons are absolutely stupid. Do you know anything about football? I don't know who you're talking about. I'm assuming Broski, but he's gone now. So, Gary Hutchings. Good morning, all. Good morning, Gary. Grit for life. Absolutely. Actually, the Arizona game will tell me a lot about this Lions. We haven't beaten them in forever. LOL. Don't know what it is about Arizona. Yeah. I think it's going to tell us a lot early on that they, hopefully they're supposed to beat the teams they're supposed to beat. So hopefully they win. JDC, I remember taking hunter safety class in school, Moonscar. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I took hunter safety. I think it was on a Saturday when I was like 10. I don't remember. It was a long time. I know I took it, but I think it was on a Saturday. Anthony at Broski. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Moonscar Blade, Drage Foge. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that long-haired hippie had a cannon. Mile marker, JDC. I knew that name. JDC, tell Dan to sell a Lions Drage Foge jersey. All right, we should get him onto that. Bo Booth, I never knew how to spell that name. I still don't know, and I don't know how to say it. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Don Burr Broski is gone. People is gone. People or watching quietly. He knows I wreck his ass daily. Moonscar Broski, we had a great quarterback with one of the greatest overall tall, fast jump ball catching and triple coverage receivers ever. Man, we won so many titles then. I'll take today's team, right? Anthony Tania, actually, the last time we played the Cardinals was in 2021, and we beat the shit out of them. But was that in Arizona or was that in Detroit? I think that's what he was talking about. Maybe. Who knows? JDC at Don Burr is like sitting around the table watching your two uncles go at it. Right on. Sarge, mile marker 301. Sarge, I think you're right about other coaches paying attention to DC's fourth down approach. I think so. I think, I've watching other games last year. I didn't watch all of them, obviously, but the games I watched, I was like, hey, they're doing a Dan Campbell. That's what I was saying. Like, it's just seems like that's what they're doing. Dominic Phillips, good morning from Texas. Good morning to you, Dominic. I hope Texas is doing well for you. It's probably getting pretty warm out there in Texas this time of the year. That's for sure. Good to have you here. Don Burr, I'm the uncle. He's the nephew. Right on, Don. JDC, LOL. Dominic Phillips, let's go Lions. 14-3 Super Bowl winner. Exactly. That's what I like to see. All right. Bo Booth, announcers were talking about the fourth down thing changing because of MCDC. Yeah, I don't remember that in particular, but just my own observations, a lot more teams are going for it. And I do think it's because they saw the success. And I'm not talking about the success like the Philadelphia tush push, that stupid stuff. I'm talking 50-yard line. You got 12 yards to go on fourth down, or maybe not 12, 8, 6. You're on the 40-yard line. You've got 5 yards on fourth down, and you're going to go for it. That's all. I think he revolutionized that part of the game, and it's working. So that's why they gave you 4 downs. Use all 4 downs. Quit giving the ball to the other team, especially when you're on their side of the field already. Mile marker, Dominic Phillips, good morning down there in Texas. Gary Breed, good morning, Duke Crew. Good morning to you, Gary. Hope you're having a great day. JDC, LTL, sitting around shooting the breeze. Right on. Right on. All right, Dominic Phillips, I got my wife Gibbs, and I got a black branch jersey. Awesome, Dominic. Love it. Yeah, we're going to get one. We're actually going to a concert at Ford Field in July to see George Strait. And that's when she plans on getting her Gibbs jersey while we're there. As much as yesterday we talked about 80s metal and rock, I'm also a big country fan. I don't know if that's a contradictory term, but I love them both. And George Strait is the king of country. All right. Mile marker Sarge, very cool class. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm having a ball this week, y'all. I'm having a ball. Mile marker, we appreciate you, Sarge. Thanks for this week. Thank you. I'm having a great time. I appreciate it. Courtney Nicholson, enjoyed your role, Sarge. Outstanding. Thank you. Hope you do. You're a great host, Sarge. Well, thank you, man. You guys are too much. I appreciate you. Sarge rocks. Thank you, JDC. Love it. Garland 93, you're doing a great job, Sarge. Thank you, Garland 93. I appreciate you. Chuckle Cheese, Sean Payton said that he was not going to take it easy on Campbell, so Campbell didn't take it easy on him. Oh, awesome. I love it. JDC, Dan who? Are you talking about Campbell? I don't say it wrong like Dan, or like our Dan. Or are you saying Dan who as in our lovable coach Dano that does this channel every day? I'll let him know y'all said that. Mile marker 301 at Rocky M. Where you at, bro? At Siegel County? Yeah, find out in a minute. Uncle Buzz 1, living in the Kentucky forest, power out often. A standby generator is the best purchase ever. Uncle Buzz 1. That is my dream, is to live in the forests, in the mountains of Kentucky or Tennessee. That's where I want to retire. I don't even care if we have power, but my wife said that ain't happening. So she's all right moving down to Kentucky or Tennessee once we retire, but she's like, I'm not living in a cabin in the woods. And I'm like, that's disappointing, because me and the dogs are. Silver Surfer, still, don't matter what the other coach says, still keep the bar straight. Right on. JDC, Sarge, packing, sacking, bear smacking. Absolutely. All three of those. Mile marker, Uncle Buzz, those are nice, but all I got is 2 battery power supply backups, enough to run the internet, but about to lose last of the power. Well, hopefully not till the show is over, bud. Chuckle Cheese, Ole Miss. Oh, yeah, okay. Silver Surfer, you live in a Kentucky forest. How is it? What kind of animals come around? You live deep in the bushes. That's great and a lot of work. Yeah, it is great. Phil, I do worry about the injuries. How many players are the Lions paying that can't even practice? Yeah, hopefully they're all ready before the season starts, though, right? They're supposed to be. Everything I've read says they're, Branch, excuse me, Branch should be the back by time camp starts, or preseason starts. So we'll see. Bound marker with the Lions. Moonscar Cardinals game was at Ford Field. I was at that game. It was awesome. Okay, so maybe it's been a while since they've won in Arizona. Maybe that was the point of the question. Phil, do you shoot a 9mm or a military 45? Let's just say I have more than one. So both. Go with that. Bo Booth, 1911s forever. They are a pretty handgun. Phil, used to have a Desert Eagle 50 cal. Good Lord. Yeah, it is a cannon. You're right. You're right there, Phil. Woo, man. I have a Ruger LCR that's snub nose internal hammer. It's for carry, and it hurts when you fire that thing. It's only got a 2-inch barrel, or 2.5-inch, whatever. It's 357. I had my dad shoot it once, and he's like, I'm only shooting this once. It hurts my hand. And I'm like, yeah, it hurts my hand every time I shoot it too. Nice kick, Phil. Right. It does have a nice kick. Chuckle Cheese. I think if the Lions win the Super Bowl, they will make a movie about the turnaround. Who would play MCDC? Oh, who would play MCDC? That's a good question. Man, I'd have to think about that. I'll come back to it. I don't know. Who do you guys think would play him? I hope you do. I have a Colt 45, 1911, Phil. That's awesome. It's awesome. Uncle Buzz, deer, bear, coyote, turkey, ticks. Retired here from Michigan 19 years ago. Never regretted the move. That's awesome. Those are all things that you can hunt. Well, not the ticks. Ticks suck. But I gotcha. Phil, your little chuckle laugh is very cute, Sarge. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm just me, man. I can't help it. Walt Marks, good morning, Sarge and Do Crew. Woo! Thank you. Good morning to you, Walt. Happy to have you here. Appreciate it. JDC, a slingshot and taconite pellets. You want stuff to go boom? Do you mean that's not taconite? What's that called? Or is that something different than I'm thinking of? Silver Surfer, thank you, Uncle Buzz. Only lions here. And some cats. Chuckle Cheese, I have 135 acres in the Kentucky mountains, Harlan, Kentucky. Wow, that's paradise to me right there. Motown Mitch, want a cabin in the woods, need to check out West Virginia. Most beautiful place I've ever seen and I've been around. I've been through West Virginia and I've stayed there a couple of times, like overnight, going through to other trips. Like we went to Myrtle Beach last summer. West Virginia, it sounds like a great place. We'll have to check that one out too, for sure. All right, Moonscar Sarge, you can shoot a 50 cal at Southwicks in Plainwell. Yeah, It was like $25 for one round though. Yeah, I know. You feel that shot in the whole building. I've been to Southwicks a lot actually. I know those guys a little bit. I'm not saying like we're personal friends or anything, but they know me when I go in there. Um, and yeah, it's a pretty cool place. Actually, a woman I went to high school with and graduated with works there. Her name's Lisa. So go in and say hi for me when you see her next. JDC party at Chuckle Cheese's God's 135 Green Acres. Absolutely. Bo Booth, Liam Hemsworth. Hey, that's a good one. I like it. I like it. Phil, your woo is getting great. Thank you. Phil, iron ore pellets and a slingshot. All right, all right. I thought you were talking about tannerite for a minute there. But you don't. So I didn't know if it was something different or not. JDC, thumbs up. All right. At Bo and Chris Hemsworth can play Thor. That'd be great. Have him as the defensive captain on the team. There you go. JDC, one do crew yell on 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Phil, I love those areas, but there's no water. Yeah, always something missing in the mountains. The Great Lakes is part of us. I do love the Great Lakes. I'll be there Sunday. We're going to Lake Michigan for the day, so it should be fun. Hey, hokey do. Woo! All right, all right. Hey, that's the last comment. Oh, no, here's another one. The finger flip rocks with the woo. Is that what you mean? All right. All right, y'all. We'll spend a little time talking about this being my last show for y'all. So, or not, I'll come back, but this will be the last show I do for y'all during the week. Oh, we got some more coming. You found your niche, Sarge. YouTube about guns, do crew, shooting gallery, and coffee with the Sarge. I love it. I love it. We can do that all day. Oh, that coffee is good. It's a little cold now because I've been talking for an hour. But yeah, oh, we got more. It's pretty in West Virginia. I got a creek running through it. Nice. Nice. Do a remote from the class. Oh, for the class I'm teaching tonight, it's a ladies only class. So I don't know about that. Happy trails to you, Sarge. Appreciate you, Bo Booth. I thank you very much. It's awesome. Jason Momoa for DC. That would be an interesting one. Happy trails, go Lions, victory. Thanks, Sarge. Thank you. All right. Thanks, Sarge. Good job. Thank you, Chuckles or Chuckle Cheese. Sorry. Thanks, bud. Talk to you soon. Hey, you guys have been awesome this year or this week. You've been great for the year too. I appreciate you having me here and supporting me and supporting the channel more than anything. This is a great channel. We've been trying to grow this for a long time. When I say we, it's 95% Dan, and I just help out when I can. But I'm sure Dan appreciates y'all being here for the week without him being here. So I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are great. You've inspired me to maybe do a little bit of my own stuff. Maybe I'll get that green screen behind me so it doesn't, so you don't just look at the wall behind me. I appreciate y'all. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Come back Monday for Dan. He'll be back. I'm 99% sure he's back on Monday. So don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time on Lions Talk Live. Take care, guys.